Everybody, I remember I said I'll give you some mini videos on the writing to help you with the writing going on for the test. So today here's the rules for run-on sentences. When you have run-on sentences, 4 quick rules, and then I'm going to show you some examples, and then we should be good to go. And I'll give you an assignment to try. This is just to help those people that are thinking about doing an RLA first. Just want to keep you informed. So by now, I hope you've read them, but just in case. First one, separate the clause in a run-on sentence by making 2 sentences. That's a possibility. Second rule, separate the clause with both a comma and a coordinating conjunction. 3, separate the clause with a semicolon alone or with a semicolon, a conjunctive adverb, and a comma. Or 4, make one independent clause, a dependent clause with a subordinate conjunction. Use a comma if necessary. So I want to show you examples of those 4, and then like I said, I got the page for you and you go from there. So I'm using a Steck Von book to help you see, sorry about that, to help you see some examples of those 4. So let's start with the first sentence, or the first rule, excuse me. Separate the clause in a run-on sentence by making 2 sentences. So here's the run-on sentence. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of an auction. It's so fast and noisy. Well, we can make that 2 separate sentences, and here's how, the way that we can do it. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of an auction because that's one complete sentence. And then to make another complete sentence, period, starting with a capital letter, is so fast and noisy. So those are 2 complete sentences that we could make because that was a run-on sentence. Second rule, separate the clause with a semicolon alone or with semicolon, conjunction, adverb, and a comma. So here's the run-on sentence. A man at an auction sneezed. He wound up owning a moth-eaten moose head. So we could correct this in 2 ways. So you see the correction. A man at an auction sneezed. There's your semicolon. He wound up owning a moth-eaten moose head. Or we could do it this way. A man at an auction sneezed. There's your semicolon. Consequently, that is your conjunctive adverb in there. He wound up owning a moth-eaten moose head. So you could have did it either way, and that would have been the correct way to fix that run-on sentence. Third one, separate the clause with both a comma and coordinating conjunction. Remember the 7 coordinating conjunctions. And the reason why I like this one is just in case you guys forgot what they were. Are, and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet. Those are what we call coordinating conjunctions, and those do pop up, and you should be using those in some of the sentences that you're writing as well. But here's the run-on sentence. Decide ahead of time how much to spend. You won't be tempted to overbid. So that's my run-on sentence. So if I wanted the correct way to say that, I could say decide ahead of time how much to spend, comma, there's my comma, and, so there's one of my words, and of course I'm using the word that fits the sentence best, you won't be tempted to overbid. So that's another way that I could have fixed that sentence. Last but not least, make one independent clause, a dependent clause, with a subordinate conjunction. Use a comma if necessary. So if I start off with the word if, that's my subordinate, y'all, conjunction. That's my if. If you decide ahead of time how much to spend, comma, you won't be tempted to overbid, because I could start that way and then finish the sentence. Okay, so those are examples. Again, I'm gonna give you a page, and I just wanted to hit it quick, a quick mini session. All right, you guys, there you go.